I'm getting kind of tired of the Netflixification of entertainment, of TV shows, of movies, of cartoons, right? Because Netflix has the same idea that most Western companies have with entertainment, right? They think it's interchangeable. They think entertainment for one demographic, one group of people, can be changed, flipped, contorted to fit another demographic, another group of people with completely different interests. And you see this with many shows that once they hit Netflix, people see the signs. And, and anime is one of those things, but and Netflix, to its credit, has good shows, but it also has Netflix originals where yeah they work kind of in tandem with teams that on shows. But what I was told is that Netflix effectively injects their own people into the supervision of certain shows and of certain TV shows, certain entertainment, and they effectively have a say. And the idea is okay, it's effectively consultants, but not in the same way. Like they still get paid along with the team. They're just there to make creative and artistic decisions on shows. Why am I pissed off? Why does that piss? Okay, it pisses me off, right? Because it bastardizes art. You'll have a TV show that is for one group, one demographic. Okay, so for young adolescent men, so okay, what's the age group? 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm using anime as the golden standard for a reason because anime is popular. The Japanese slaving away on that piece of paper for 12 hours straight just to sell entertainment to us filthy gaijin, which, believe it or not, anime is not as popular in Japan as you think. It's more popular in America. And what people see is because of that, you have the leeches, right? People who are into entertainment because it's popular, because they see the money, but they don't really care about the entertainment. They don't care about anime. They don't care about movies. They don't care. Like, they're in there because they were hired on either nepotism or to fit a quota. And they're hired on and put on these projects, and they just change things. Like, they change things that don't mean anything. And why am I pissed off? Because I like Ultraman, right? It's effectively like Iron Man, kind of, but in the anime, it's also kind of like the Power Rangers. And it was cool, right? And this right here, this was the art style, right? So a little bit of CGI animation is fine. Like this was quality right here. Like and obviously they have the manga, right? And they have action figures. That looks goofy. And yeah, this was effective. It was kind of anime, but also kind of westerner. And you look at even this video, it looks amazing, right? You look at this, and the I guess the setting was okay. So apparently there's aliens on Earth, and one group of aliens are very very bad, right? They do bad things to humans. They effectively view humans as like I don't know, the way we view ants, like we don't care. Like the hundreds of ants that die when we drop our hot, steamy piss on that ant hill. We just piss, right? And there's one group of very, very bad, baddie aliens And this is what the Ultramen. This is a different Ultraman, but this is what the Ultramen were here to fight. We're there to fight, right? Let's say here's another picture of him and his dad. And the aliens, like, there's also just aliens that have integrated within like human society, right? They have obviously ghettos where specifically aliens sit because I think it was like when aliens first came in. So you had the bad aliens, you had the good aliens, but then you had the Ultraman and that corporation that just specifically seeked to defend like the interest of Japan against the bad aliens, and that was the point of the Ultraman, right? To effectively defend humanity. But Netflix does what it always does, right? Because, well, it's for young adolescent men. Oh yeah, here's the waifu alien Ultraman. Because yeah, they had a lot of like here's a whole thing of them. I like the fire guy. He was pretty cool. The fire Ultraman, right? And you see, this was the art style. But Netflix and their grubby little hands got on the Ultraman Rising movie. And I was kind of hyped for the Ultraman Rising movie, right? But then it becomes this. And, okay, this is the animation. So, effectively, Disney, cartoonish, childlike. You'll see this stupid fucking idiot a lot because okay, this Ultraman. Now, apparently the setting is now they're fighting kaijus. Like, effectively, aliens don't exist anymore in this Ultraman universe. Yeah, this guy, whoever the fuck he, like, I don't even remember his name. I think his name was Kit. I can't remember his fucking. And I'm looking at the animations, right? I don't care for this type of animation style, right? I need to stop saying right. Like I say right a lot, and you know when you talk a lot, you get these verbal clicks that you just turn towards. But whatever. So they turn again an IP that was meant for adolescent men, young adults, and they made it effectively for children, right? Like they removed the setting of the TV show, the manga, or the manga and the anime. They remove, the characters because I think this is like this guy effectively acts. The new character acts like just an American, right? And this is the problem with the movie because Japanese people, the Japanese in there do not act like Japanese people would. The Americans, they act like what the Americans think the Japanese act, which is the same as the American. Like their culture is just one for one. You have this character who's effectively like a rich guy. Like his mom and dad, like one lives in America, the other one lives in Japan. They're split up for some fucking reason. But then the mom disappeared. They don't exactly go over that. I think he's like half American, half Hispanic, I think. Which doesn't matter. No, he's half Japanese, half Hispanic, I think. But it doesn't matter because he just acts like an American, right? Around him. He's rich because he's also a baseball player for the Giant, one of the best, and he has this AI waifu that he talks to, who's really just an HR lady in a robot suit, and it's like he's alone. He has a big ego, right? Like the character in the anime series, like the 3 seasons, right? He was just a student who was fleeced into the Ultraman position because his father could, like, couldn't do it. But his father also puts on the suit. But he was chosen to be Ultraman. And apparently, to be Ultraman, you have to be chosen. This guy's just chosen because, okay, his dad was Ultraman, and because of that, now he's Ultraman. Like, and again, they do the same thing that most American movies and TV shows do. They have the quippy, quirky dialogue that is just, every time I see it, it's cringe. So apparently, when you become Ultraman, you can only be big. Like, in the manga, they're human size. I think they become big a couple times, but no, in this one, they only become big. This guy meets some random woman, and again, in the manga, the guy was like a student, and he was weird. He was effectively Spider-Man. Like, he had to go around protecting people while protecting his identity, and with a from being Ultraman, and that made him relatable because he was still just some weird kid in the first season, right? No one really looked at him. No one really, paid him any mind. But despite that, he still went off to protect people, and that built his character because throughout the TV series, he experienced loss. He failed a couple times. He got beat up, right? And then this is a story for young adolescent men that can understand it. This new one, again, he's rich. He has his AI waifu. He's egotistical. And he meets this, like, baby kaiju. First, he fights this kaiju, right? Because, okay, the big baddie is just, I don't know, Evil Corporation number 700. You've seen them, and if you've seen it in one American movie, you've seen all of them. They're just the textbook bad guy. I think the KDA textbook bad guy Evil Corporation. And okay, to their credit, I guess the main villain, which is textbook bad guy CEO of textbook bad guy corporation, he has a tragic backstory because his family was killed, which makes sense. And I feel like that's something they could have dropped, like, at the very end. So you're like, okay, now I know his motivation, but again, they alluded to it throughout the movie, and it was like, okay, we get it. He fucking lost his kid and wife, fucking pussy. But he fights a kaiju, then he finds this baby kaiju, and then there's a good half an hour of him treating this thing like he's his parent, right? I'm like, I watched this to watch Ultraman fight. I guess they're kaijus now since aliens don't exist. But he's effectively being this thing's fucking mother. But the KDA baddies are still looking for it. And he's also still playing baseball. So he has to do that, but he's failing because he's raising this fucking goofy fucking little thing, right? And then there's just some, I guess, some relationship between him and this reporter girl that, I don't know. I guess they're just a thing, I guess, but not really, because this is also the thing American entertainment doesn't want to do, is just show a relationship between a man and a woman. That effectively just does not exist in entertainment anymore. Which, okay, I mean, they'll show any other type of relationship, but okay, this guy doesn't get the girl. Where in the TV show, it's kind of the same way, but he still has people to fall back on. While in this movie, and again, he reconnects with his dad because again his mom disappeared, and he berates his dad without even realizing, oh hey, guess what? Maybe the dad is equally as sad for the disappearance of the mom than he is. But the Japanese dad doesn't fucking express that. He acts like just any old mopey old dude. I'm like, come the fuck on, have a fucking spine, right? Like you were the Ultraman before this shit eating kid, and it is just there's you watch anime, right, and you watch how they depict like drama, right? Then you watch the how Western entertainment does it, and it's like, okay, human beings don't really act like that. But and okay, so he found his dad. And I guess because when he found the stupid fucking baby thing, right? At first it was just this montage of him being a failure of a fucking parent to a goddamn kaiju baby. I don't know why they made it look just like any other baby. Again, they made this for children now. It's just not for me anymore. And now he's raising. Oh yeah, this is the way they made the dad Ultraman look. Like, why did you make the dad Ultraman look like a dad Ultraman? It's like I hate the design of all. It's just so fucking soy. Like this just looks weird, but whatever. So they're fighting kaiju now, and I guess there's one scene, right? I think I'm jumping because okay, so he calls his dad. They start raising the stupid fucking thing together, right after the main mom of the thing died. But I mean, it doesn't because this is a kids show now, right? So and now they're at this fucking resort because guess what? They're rich Americans, right? So you cannot relate to this character. You cannot relate to his struggle. You cannot relate to the people around him, right? Because they're just caricatures. There's this one, and the one scene was when the evil bad guy corporation finds the baby thing, and I go, okay, they're trying to tranquilize the fucking thing, but then they're coming in and they see the dad on this like resort area, and they just fucking start lighting him the fuck up for no reason, and it's supposed to be emotional, but then you realize no one actually dies because before this they attack this kid fucking idiot's rich goddamn condo, and it's foreshadowed that the dad fell or no hold on that's after. So okay, this fucking thing hears the calling. The little fucking thing hears the calling of its mom, and then it's like, oh hey, it morphs into a fucking egg, right? But like the planes light his father the fuck up for no reason. It is the funniest. I laughed because they're trying to capture this fucking thing. But then they're like, old man, light him the fuck up. For no reason. Just start blasting. And the fucking soy boy gets mad and starts hitting the goddamn planes. And it's supposed to be all emotional. But again, his dad doesn't die. So they bring him all back to, again, his rich condo area. And it's him and his AI waifu and the fuck stupid thing that is now an egg, and his dad that's like in a Bacta tank. And he's like, oh, you'll survive. And the fucking AI. This movie's 2 hours long, and I've skipped all the way to like the hour and 15-minute mark because a lot of it is just stupid fucking shit I don't care about. Like maybe for kids, but I don't. Like this wasn't Ultraman. So they attack his stupid goddamn condo, right? And it's all in pieces. The AI waifu dies. This guy's under debris. He climbs out. He looks at his condo. And apparently him, the Bacta tank, is all in the water, right? And you think he dies. But again, because this is a kid's show, no one really dies. So he goes after this stupid fucking idiot, the goddamn baby. I'm sick and fucking tired of even looking at this thing. And he's wait, what happened then? So he's fighting like the mecha mom of the thing that again didn't die because kids show. And okay, they're fighting. He's beating the crap out of it. He's tearing pieces off of her because the thing launched missiles and it hit the kid. One of the missiles hit the stupid fucking kid. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm mad now," and he starts punching the shit out the mother of the kid, the mecha mother. But then he finds out it's not a mecha mother at all. It's just the mother being controlled somehow because science magic. Because, oh yeah, what the big bad alien, big bad baddie CEO guy wants is to find Kaiju Island and just kill all the kaiju because they killed his family. And they really want to be like, they really keep telling you, oh, they killed his family, don't you know? So he's following Mecha Mother and that kid. Then they get into that altercation, and then the soy boy finds out that Mecha Mom is actually Mom being controlled by Mecha. And what happens next? Because I was tuned out up until this point, but then oh yeah, then Necamon breaks control of Mr. Bad CEO guy. So Mr. Bad CEO guy, no, because there's a part where the father comes in of the soy boy, and he's looking like a fucking midget. He looks literally the same way that he looked in real life, just like a odd midget fucking thing. And he saves the guy because apparently you're under stress in the Ultraman suit, you go back to being a human or go back to your regular form. Which why? I guess that's plot reasons. So when he's about to when that's about to happen, when he's fighting Mecha Mother, his father captures him, and it's like, oh, my father's back because no one dies because kids show. And then they fight Mecha, whatever the hell, breaks the control. Then the big baddie was like, oh, y'all need to go to the escape pod. And they're like, but sir, and he's like, shut up, just go, and they do. And to their credit, the big baddie just seems like an honorable guy that was just given a bad hand, and he chose the path that he knows is the bad path, but he's walking it anyway. And when everyone gets to the escape pods, the thing fires the big old like big bad mother corporation ship that's following him becomes a fucking mech in and of itself. It drops from the sky and becomes a fucking mega mech. And I was like, okay, yeah, now things are getting interesting. So they're fighting the big mega mech, and to their credit, it's an interesting fight. It's just, I don't know why this stupid fucking baby thing is there. But it's there because kids show. They need a cute little kids mascot. It's fucking Netflix. So, Soy Boy, Midget Dad, Mecha Mommy, and the stupid fucking thing is fighting Corporation Bot number 778. And interesting fights all around. But, were there any... Because I was tuned in. I wasn't even thinking analytically. I was like, oh wow, this is actually fun. Too bad it's like an hour and 40 minutes in, and now like, there are fights between then, but there's just so much of nothingness that makes absolutely no sense. So they're fighting, yada yada yada. They're about to destroy Mecha Thing, and then they do destroy Mecha Thing, and then big bad boss baddie hits self-destruct, pulls up a video of his family, tears rolling down his eyes, and this is probably one of the best parts of the movie because it got a little emotional, right? He self-destructs. His father's like, "Oh God, he's going to destroy us all." Then Soy Boy runs and tries to jump on the guy and puts a shield around him so his explosion doesn't go supernova and call in Godzilla. And it happens. He explodes. And then you cut to again like an interview between the goofy reporter lady that came out of nowhere and the man and Soy Boy, because again he didn't die because kids show. And so it's like there's no risk, there's no tension. I feel like there's directions they wanted to go, but then the supervisors and the executives are like, no, this is kids show now. Like, we're not supposed to go in this direction. So they relented. They're like, okay, fine, whatever. Because again, you think the guy died because everyone's like, no, don't do it. And it was very emotional, but then it just cuts to Soy Boy and the girl talking. And they're, I guess, doing a recap of everything. And it is, when the fights happen, like if you were to smack together all of the fights, like the minutes of fighting in this 2-hour movie, okay, 20 minutes of it is credits, so it's more like an hour and 40 minutes. Maybe 20, 30 minutes of fighting, and the rest is just, I don't know, character development that you don't care about, but they have to do because they're establishing a completely different character because they've completely dropped not only the story or the world or the characters of the anime. You know, they dropped any level of coherentness and cohesion it had with it in favor of a completely new, completely off story. And maybe if this was, I guess, an Ultraman in America, I probably would have still hated it. But again, it would make sense. Like maybe America is fighting the kaijus. Because again, in Japan, they have the alien problem. We have the kaiju problem. We have, but it wouldn't be Ultraman, and they would have to make like the fucking Power Rangers. That would just be the fucking Power Rangers. Then that's the problem. This is effectively just a Power Rangers. They had one direction, but again, they're like, no, this is kids show. This is PG-13. It's like, why? That takes away any. And again, here's what's happening, right? With entertainment, why people hate when they wear the skin suits of IPs. Because you have IPs that are meant for young adolescent men, young men, 16, 17, 18, 19, or 15, and even 15. Again, we're not talking legal, we're just talking entertainment, interest, all of that. And it's being made for either stupid goddamn kids or 50-year-old wine moms. Like the 50-year-old liberal woman who watches telenovelas. And there's nothing wrong with these groups of people. I mean, yeah, they have entertainment, right? But why does entertainment for young adolescent men need to be made into these things, right? IPs that, again, Ultraman used to be an anime, right? Used to have the things that young adolescent men were into, and they changed it. And this is happening with anime in particular, but I think most Western IPs have become this. It's either for stupid goddamn kids or 50-year-old liberal women. Like, then that's all I have. That's my problem. Like, why can't things just remain with its original intent and for its original demographic? Why does, again, this need to reach into a completely fictional audience means that you have to change IPs? And they do this because they know, okay, that could put butts in seats off, the name alone, but the substance, right, is just not there. And again, people are seeing this, people are pointing this out, but you're either called a troll or a hater or this or that, and it's like, okay, I see what you're trying to do, right? And people defend the changes for some reason, right? Because people, I guess, will want everything to be the things they're into. Like on Twitter, they defend Dragon Age and just entertainment as a whole. They defend Rings of Power plus Privilege. They defend uh, the goddamn House of the Dragon. They defend these things despite, again, probably not watching them. And they go after you, the person that, again, they want your view, they want your money, right? But the companies, I guess, utilize these people to defend the things. And, what you get are IPs that are just not for you. They're not for the original demographic. They're for everyone, which means no one. But, and if I was to give an arbitrary numerical value, I'd probably give this like a 4 out of 10. Like, when the fights happened, when the emotional things happened, they were good. But a majority of the movie was just a telenovela about shit I don't care about and for kids. So, hey, I mean, that's all I gotta say about this. I mean, it sucks what they're doing to Ultraman, but that's all I gotta say. Peace.